Hi everybody, I wanted to jump on here really quickly and talk about the multiple arrests that have been made in the death of Matthew Perry. But first, today's video is sponsored by Fenty Beauty, their Pro Lift Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Now, I know you guys who follow me know how much I am in love with Fenty Beauty. I love Rihanna's products. She really knocked it out the box. And the Pro Lift Soft Matte Longwear Foundation is no exception. It's light, yet it covers. It lasts all day, and I wear it all the time. I really, really love this product. And what I tell you guys, it comes in all shades, every shade of skin that there is. I'm not lying. It comes in all shades. And for me, this is what makes Fenty Beauty top of the line. Not too many other companies do this. And you guys know what can happen if you pick the wrong shade because they don't quite have your color. I'm sure many of you have been there. That's a sheer disaster. And you don't have to do that with Fenty products. She has all shades. So do me a favor, click that link in my description and find the shade that is perfect for you. Now let's get into the video. Hi everybody, I wanted to jump on here really quickly and talk about the multiple arrests that have been made in the death of Matthew Perry. Some of the people were doctors who allegedly sold illegal ketamine to the drug dealers. There was Matthew Perry's assistant, and there was a drug dealer. Her name is Jasmine, but she goes by the nickname the Ketamine Queen.
Related to the death of the actor Matthew Perry. Following Mr. Perry's death in October of last year, law enforcement, my office, and our partners represented on this stage began an in-depth, wide-ranging investigation. That investigation has revealed a broad, underground criminal network responsible for distributing large quantities of ketamine to Mr. Perry and others. This network included a live-in assistant, various go-betweens, 2 medical doctors, and a major source of drug supply known as, quote, the Ketamine Queen. And these defendants took advantage to profit for themselves. The 2 lead defendants in this case are defendants Salvador Plasencia and defendant Jasmine Sanya. First, I'll talk about defendant Plasencia. Defendant Plasencia was a medical doctor. He worked with another medical doctor, defendant Mark Chavez, to obtain ketamine. He then worked with Mr. Perry's live-in assistant, defendant Kenneth Iwamasa, to distribute that ketamine to Mr. Perry.
So this is what they called a drug ring because there were plenty people involved. They totally took advantage of Matthew Perry. They knew he was famous, they knew that he was rich, and they charged him insane amounts of money. And just like the detective said, they were trying to line their pockets with lots and lots of his money. They're saying at one point they actually sold him 80 vials of ketamine. And his actual live-in assistant, Kenneth, allegedly administered more than 20 shots of ketamine in the last 4 days of his life. And he did so knowing that Perry was spiraling out of control. They're saying that Brooke Mueller, who is Charlie Sheen's ex-wife, who was the last person to see him, she helped in the investigations. Now, Brooke Mueller is just about as bad of an addict as Matthew was. They actually met in rehab with Jasmine, who is AKA, they call her the Ketamine Queen. But anyway, they're saying that Brooke helped in the investigation, which led them to some text messages. Now, in these text messages, they were talking about how much and where to pick it up and things like this. And the people involved in these text messages thought all they had to do was delete the text messages and no one would ever find them. But let's not forget, people, there's no such thing as a delete. All they have to do is subpoena these cell phone companies for your records. So whatever you think you deleted something off your phone, know it's always stored on the servers. Now, one of the things that were found in these text messages was a conversation between Dr. Palencia and Dr. Chavez. They're saying that Dr. Palencia reached out to Chavez about purchasing the drug in order to sell it to Perry, while texting about how much to charge. Palencia allegedly said to Chavez, "I wonder how much this moron will pay. Let's find out." And Chavez confirmed that he was willing to sell ketamine lozenges he'd obtained through a fraudulent prescription in someone else's name. Also, in one of these messages, Chavez admitted to someone that Perry looked like a bad movie. So it's going to be real hard for him to deny that he didn't know that Perry was spiraling out of control. There's also lots of messages of Kenneth asking for more of the drugs. And not only did the dealers drop off the drugs, they dropped off the syringes that Kenneth used to shoot up Perry. Now, to say that dealers really don't care about their clients, they don't. This is a drug deal situation. All they're worried about is the money that goes into their pockets. But the doctors, you would really put your license on the line just to take advantage of a TV superstar that is spiraling out of control. You physically seen him spiraling and didn't think anything of it. All you wanted was more and more money. This is scary, especially when your job is to take care of people. I'm pretty sure that none of their patients knew what these two were capable of. This is very, very scary. Very, very scary. All I hope is when these people are sitting in their jail cells, they realize how their actions were deplorable, how it affected many people's lives, and how it affected Matthew Perry. This is just a terrible, terrible story. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. Do you blame the dealers and the doctors for what happened to Perry? Or did Matthew Perry do this to himself? And there's really no one to blame here. Personally, I think everyone is to blame, but that's just my opinion. You let me know your opinion down in the comment section. Until next time, bye for now.